and run? Are you understanding when you're meant to run, and are you willing to actually roll your sleeves up and run hard over the course of 90 minutes? And we've had to wait until Man United get a goal from the talisman, from the inspirational Bruno Fernandes, and then they woke up, and then they were running. That's not good enough.
I just like to say it's habits. Man United have got any bad habits. Okay, you can train that. You can train defensive transitions. There's no excuse. You can run, but you can also train it. So bad habits, they fell into bad habits. They need to work on that in the coaching ground. They need to work hard on the defensive transitions.
But did you need to be told to run?
No, and no, really, no. But I mean, you can still coach it real. You can still coach it. Believe it or not, you can push them in training and then get into good habits. Then Man United have fell into bad habits in defensive transitions.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying there, but I would say as well that you look at it and go, why is he not getting any more out of these players? And I think when I sat with him yesterday, and you're sitting listening to him, I think the scars on these players are so deep.
But isn't part of his job to build confidence? And we keep hearing from him, you know, the implication that the players aren't good enough, the levels aren't good enough. Isn't that part of his job to lift that confidence?
Lift that confidence, but also look, there's players there. I'm sure there's players there you don't want, that he thinks are dead wood, but he's got to work with them.
But you've got to work with what you've got.
He's got to work with what he's got, and maybe that's why he didn't want to come during the season. Maybe that's why he wanted to delay and come in the summer, but you're not often offered the opportunity to come to Man United, and they give him an ultimatum, and he said, right, I've got to take it.
But isn't what he's got better than 15th place in the league?
The league table don't lie.
No, I don't think it is.
No.
I don't think it's very good if he's saying that Man United are the worst team and possibly the worst team in Man United's history. I don't think that's a very good tactic for a manager. But imagine how your players are feeling. You know, the Man United are under pressure. The players, they should be trying their best, but I don't think you need to be hearing that for your manager.
I think the manager's biggest job he's got here is rebuilding the confidence within these players, because they look shot of confidence. They look nervous. They look scared when they were there, and it was difficult to see when you're watching the game and you go, you know what, that is something that needs really kind of honing in on. And we can talk about tactics and his setup of his team, but it doesn't matter what tactics you put in. When they're lacking confidence and they're lacking them foundations of a real solid base, it's difficult.
After such a Bruno, I know everybody will be distraught after that. Are you still coming to terms with what happened after such a positive start to the match?
Oh, I think more than a positive start, we do a great game. We create a lot of chances, but in football is not enough. You know, when you create chances, you need to finish, you need to score. And today we miss a lot in front of goal. Of course, if you keep create this kind of chances, you will score in the next times. Obviously, everyone, we are not satisfied about this now, because we want to go through. We want to win the game and to be in the final, but it was not possible today. Now it's time to rest, to refresh the legs and thinking in the next season.
Loads of chances, yes, but once again you were up against a goalkeeper who seemed to be inspired form, just like the quarter-final.
Yeah, you can say that. The keeper did very well, of course, but I think for the quality we have, we need to score. You know, of course the keeper did very well today. It was amazing, like in the last night against Copenhagen. They did very good. Two good keepers. We can say nothing about that, of course, and we can say he saved his team more than 2 or 3 times.
The team was awarded 1 penalty tonight. Did you feel you should have had at least 1 more?
I don't know, and it doesn't matter now. You know, the referee did his job, did what he think is better for the game, did his best. So we need to look forward and improve.
We saw your anger after the second goal you conceded as well. What was said in the pitch? There was a bit of an argument, it looked like, between yourself and Victor Lindelof.
Oh, I think it's normal, you know, when you take a goal in the last. We have 10 minutes after to score again. Everyone was mad, you know. It's not about me or Vitor, it's about every team. What's happened between me and Vitor is nothing. It's normal. In football happens. Is looking for each other, you know. Will be much more times these things happen in the football, in other teams and everything. The most important now is we need to see the mistakes everyone did and look forward to improve.